Hello guys, amigos, WRO here. I am going to continue from my last video. You can check the video out in the description. So the next mechanic we have is the sucking cannon mechanism. This mechanism is only used in specific circumstances. You only use this if you want to shoot a ball or a small object. It is pretty good at its job, and its other stats, which are complexity, effective, and size, are really good, but the mechanic literally not being used makes it a C tier. Next we have the overhead thing mechanic. I like this mechanic because it's really simple and effective. The size may be its downfall though. From my experience, this mechanic is really useful and really underrated. It's actually a good replacement for the grab mechanic. If you don't know how to make a really big grab mechanic, you can use this locking mechanic to lock objects. I am giving this mechanic a tier. Next we got the best mechanic ever. The grab and lift mechanic. This mechanic is a staple of ROBOMISSION. It's widely used everywhere and has so many variations I cannot even count. If you search up EV3 grab and lift, you will literally see hundreds of examples. Its difficulty depends on its design. Some are really easy but use one motors to grab and lift, and some just use one sensor and can literally do 3, 4 things. Grab and lift is really effective and can build doors to many more ways of doing this. It is widely used in most of ROBOMISSION. Its size mostly depends on the design. At best this mechanic is bigger than a forklift mechanic, which says a lot because there's way more mechanics that are bigger than this one. It's easily and deservingly easy S tier. Next up we got a backpack mechanic. This is what I'm saying about the grab and lift mechanic opening a lot of doors. From my experience, the backpack mechanic's complexibility depends on the design. Well, mostly it's not very hard to make. Some backpacks I use angled backpacks, making the bricks slide down the raft thing. Some backpacks are just straight and then they lift the backpack up and just dump everything. I think this mechanic is really unique, but it's not really used a lot. Sometimes the objects in ROBOMISSION are better used for other mechanics because of the object's design, or it's just better to drag the mechanics along with an overhead lock or a grab and lift, or this next mechanic, which is the storage mechanic. This mechanic is pretty good. Sometimes this motor doesn't even need a motor to control it. Just get an object inside, go to the destination and walk backwards. You can pair a lot of mechanics with this one. For example, you can use a forklift mechanic to expose the storage space and make the forklift go down to shut the door, or you can use a grab and lift to expose the storage and again lower the grab and lift to block the way. I can already make a good WRO robot for this, using 3 mechanics. I'm using the grab and lift, a storage unit and a backpack mechanic. So firstly I am going to walk to the destination, check if it's the right one. If not, I just walk forward ignoring the block. If it's the right one, I grab it into my backpack. I rinse and repeat this process, go and activate a few things, then I just deliver the stuff and that's it. It's not going to be this simple, of course. There's a lot more to WRO than just grabbing and lifting. I actually forgot to rank the backpack, so the backpack is going in a tier, as well as the storage, but behind the backpack because the backpack robot is just way better. Next we got our last one, the dropper. The dropper is used sometimes, and when they're used they're really helpful, but mostly you're not needing this mechanic a lot. For complexity it's stupidly simple, just connect a wheel to a little tube to drop bricks. And if you want bigger bricks, just make the tube bigger. It's really effective and pretty small. I am giving this mechanic high B tier though, because although it's good it doesn't get used a lot. Thank you so much guys, like and subscribe to see the next video.